In law, is the Abuja Municipal Area Council a local government? Would you say AMAC is a local government?
Really, AMAC is not a local government per se. The man that has been given the assignment, the FCT minister, cannot on his own be delegate. No, delegatus, not control delegate. You cannot delegate what has been delegated when we say local government, but act whatever is inside.
If you feel that the market will not of course, it's so. Fundamental right now that you have to force it. If they have its reasons. In this, the confusion in this issue is that we really don't know who is the accuser and who is the judge, who is the prosecutor. Jubilee raised the issue of the House was defensive.
Hello viewers, it's my pleasure to welcome you once again to our program Legally Speaking. Legally Speaking is the program in which we x-ray power, politics and policies from the eyes of the law. My name is Chijoke Kanu. In this episode we are going to look at the topic hate speech, and hate speech is those things that actually raise political tension. But if you want to know the definition in full and its aspect in our polity, join me after this break when you meet my guests. The program is still Legally Speaking, and the topic today, as I said at the opener, is hate speech. We are looking at the all-important issue of hate speech in the polity. And I have with me in the studio a familiar person and a familiar personality, Prince Al Wokoma. He's a legal practitioner in Abuja. I think at this point in the program, he needs no further introduction. Al, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning,
viewers.
Now, the issue is hate speech. What is hate speech?
Well, I will take the definition from the legal aspect of it.
Fine.
I will quote the Webster Law Dictionary, the 8th edition of it, define a speech of page 1486 also as, I quote, speech that carries no meaning other than expression of hatred for some group, such as particular race, especially in circumstances in which the communication is likely to provoke violence. That is a legal definition
of
yes.
hate speech.
Yes.
Now, from this definition, it talks about provocation of violence.
Yes.
The Nigerian polity has experienced a revolution, in the sense of expression of right of expression of your view or whatever. Now, what do you rate the Nigerian discussion on different media as to the issue of hate speech? What is the percentage?
Well, I think everything about Nigeria is hatred. So when things are done in a hateful manner, almost everything is hatred. Let us take, for instance, I'll mention something very ridiculous, like the Fulani herdsmen, as we call them.
Yes.
The statements there, the propaganda there, is hate speech against them, because they are a group of people. I know most people may not agree with me, but it's a hate speech, because now every average Nigerian sees them as like enemies of the country, which is a hate speech because of our pronouncement, the social media carrying out all kinds of things. Because they said, the other day I saw a very young child, I think it's a child of under 10, controlling a whole band of cows near my house there. And I told my wife, I said, this is so small, and he's having one small stick. But the impression is that they carry arms, they do this, they do that. Everybody, they do everybody. That is an example. I'm using this example because most Nigerians will understand what hate speech is all about.
Yes.
So in the Nigerian palace, everything is hatred. Before independence, the politics is all about hatred, especially those of us who witnessed the last election. You see both the major parties counter. Everybody is talking about hatred. This man is this man is that, this man is this man is that. And it was provoking violence. That is why it's hate speech.
All right, you know that people, my friends from South Africa once told me that Nigerian political speeches are not based on issues, that they actually look at the persons and the tribe and the race. Possibly that is the reason why when they, instead of talking about issues, we talk about persons, the Igbo people, the Yoruba people, the Hausa people, in such a way that is derogatory. It is prevalent in this society. And how come that government has not done anything to check? I know that there's a law, United Nations Resolution on Hate Speech.
Yeah, yes.
Which I don't know
Yes,
whether we are signatories to it.
I have the citations.
All right, we'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there.
We'll get there. So, why is that hate speech still here, even at the level of our political and social development?
No, the reason is quite simple. The hate, those who make the speeches are the ones in government, both state and the center. So if they deliberately, because you see Nigerian politics, it's the same people that have been in power since independence. The same formula, the same principles. The most important thing is that they don't have the interest of the country at heart at most times. So they cannot remove that because they will fall foul to it.
Okay.
Yes, they will fall foul to it.
All right. The young generation of Nigerians, for example, those who participated in the last election for the first time, or it was their second time to participate in an election in their lives, they are the ones that use the social media. There's this opinion in some quarters that the hate speech is mostly found in social media outlets and mechanisms. Why is that so?
It's still very simple. You see, they saw us. We are the fathers today of those young lads.
Yes.
They are seeing us talk about hatred in our homes. We even bring out to the level of saying it outside the homes,
yes,
in public circle. So all what they've learned,
abuse our neighbors on basis of tribe and
tribe. That Yoruba man, as you said,
yes,
that Igbo man
yes,
with money, anything money,
yes,
you know, that kind of a thing.
Yes.
So the man sees the next person. They are even taking it further. There is no love in the system. And when there is no love, what is the opposite of love? It's hate.
Yes.
So hatred exists. That's what is existing.
Okay.
Yes. So
they say that the lack of love in Nigeria is because the coat of arms does not contain love. It contains unity, peace, unity and progress. There's no love in
but it could spiritually it could be correct. Just like the national anthem. Just like the Nigerian national anthem.
Yes.
If you watch, since 81, when the anthem was changed,
yes,
my own personal analysis, and I'm saying it to the public, since that anthem was changed from motherland to fatherland, Nigeria has never known peace. Because the father is not the maker of a home. He's a mother. Because it's holy matrimony.
Yeah, it's
holy matrimony.
Yes.
Ma is, and then when we say ha, we refer to the country as ha.
Yes, it's
the home as ha.
Yeah.
So when there is no woman at home, what happens? It's chaos.
It's chaos, yes. Now there has been this issue of the mainstream media. People are also saying that they also promote the hate speech. The electronic media and the print media, they are promoting the hate speech in Nigeria. For instance, they ought to know
what to publish and what not to publish, when to moderate and when not to moderate. For instance, if people says the Igbo people are idiots, or Hausa people are useless, or Yoruba people are irresponsible, the media through which they want to send that out should be able to remove those things or reject. If it's an advert, reject it. Are you of the opinion that even this mainstream media are also promoting hate speech in Nigeria?
Not they are the promoters. They are the ones, because if they don't tell me, I won't hear. And if they say the positive, I'll start changing that at home. You understand?
Yes.
So when you say they are the promoters, what source do I have to promote apart from using apologies to this station? But what other move do I do to propagate whatever I want to say?
Yes.
If it's hatred, I promote it through the press. If it's love, I still promote it through the press.
The mainstream media that are actually regulated by law seem not to be following that regulation, because some of those things are things, if you see the NBC guideline, some of those things are things that you are not supposed to publish or broadcast, and they are doing it and they are getting away with it. Is it a failure of the conscience of the media or failure of the regulators?
No, the issue is quite simple. It depends on who is in power. If what is being done, that is why people say Nigeria, we play politics, we play everything, we use politics for everything.
Yes.
You see, we should search our conscience. Integrity is the order of the day. If you have integrity, you will not allow evil. Evil is evil.
Evil is evil, yes.
Whether it's my father that does it, or my child,
Yeah.
or my wife.
Yes.
Evil is evil.
Sure.
Until we know that. And then the second and the most important issue is materialism. These people are not searching, because when they manage to get an advert for 2-3 million, you said they should go and remove all those things so that they will lose that contract. Even our colleagues
Yeah.
don't advise their clients well anymore.
And you see the issue of also this sensationalism to sell.
Yeah.
To be the one that is making the rounds. It's also, people believe that it also help. It makes the media not to check what they feed the people with. You see headlines that are screaming, and the total headline is qualifies as hate speech.
It is. You see, all of them are guilty, including you and I, to
Yes.
some extent.
Yes,
We are
yes,
guilty
yes.
of all this hate speech. But I think we still have to do something. The National Assembly, under Section 39 of the Constitution, can make laws to regulate the speeches. Most countries have it as a legislation, especially in Brazil. You go for at least 2 years imprisonment. They put the maximum, no minimum, but
Yes.
up to 5 years in some countries, like Chile, like in the European Union.
And it makes a lot of sense.
Make a lot of sense. If you watch the American or even the British election or the European election, you, apart from the one that just brought in President Trump, even those ones compared to her own was a child's play.
It was a child's play.
Was a child's play.
People say all sorts of
All
things.
sorts of things, even to personal,
Level.
to their family level.
That is highly unfair.
And everybody, all politicians are guilty of that.
Well, we all are guilty one way or the other of hate speech. We'll continue this discussion when we come back from this short break.
Thank you for staying tuned. It's still Legally Speaking, and the topic is still hate speech in Nigeria. Al, there's argument that all speeches are in exercise of constitutional right of expression. But of course, you know, there's a political scientist, a constitutional law expert, who says that you're right to fling your arms, hence where my nose begins. It seems to me that your right to say what you want should also be regulated by the duty not to ignite violence or hatred. Is it not supposed to be the position of the law?
No, that's what I said, Section 39.
Yes.
Under the human rights, that is form
Yes.
of the Constitution.
Yes.
Federal Republic.
Fundamental right enforcement.
Yeah, 39 is saying about freedom of
Expression.
and the press.
Yes.
So if you go there, you will see that you are free to say things, but there is a proviso that limits you from saying that. And even in Section 45 goes further and gave power to the National Assembly to make laws on public policy, public order, where this hate speech comes from.
Yes.
If there is hate speech, there will be no order.
Yes.
And we all will be victims in one way or the other.
Last election was terrible. The people are saying all sorts of things they want.
And all of them are moving around.
Yes. And the political class felt that there's nothing wrong with such things.
No, they are product of hatred. They are product. We are, you and I may frown at it because we saw love somewhere.
Yes.
Most of them go through their history, they are product of hatred. And that's why family union is very important.
Yes. Family values.
The union must be there before value.
Value, yes. Yes.
A lot of them they could be children of very wealthy men, but they have love when they are growing up. 90% of politicians went to politics as a face-saving measure. Not what
Haven't failed one way or the other.
They failed completely.
Failed lawyers.
Some people, some lawyers
Failed doctors.
who came to join the civil service of the state after 25 years of all. I said those are failed practitioners. When others are trying to leave,
They will not even add anything to the quality of no value to the
and when they
family.
come, what you see them, they carry file up and down, they want to travel, they want to. That's why they were there. When you enjoy, you are like we are doing private practice. You need your chambers to go and join in it.
No.
Rather, you enhance everything from there.
But there's this issue. This hate speech was actually encouraged and sustained by the social media revolution in Nigeria. Is there nothing that we can do to control the social media? It seems it's free for all. The pictures they post.
The thing they should do is when the National Assembly makes a law, you may not be able to identify everybody, but you can identify some of them. Because these WhatsApp messages, Facebook messages, are linked to your numbers now. They are linked to the numbers of the person who is writing all this trash. His picture may not be there, but his number is there registered.
There's also the issue of punishment and damages. If you put my dad on this thing as having stolen money or as an idiot, he has a right to sue you separately for defamation. Then from the criminal aspect, the state will prosecute you for trying to for incitement or for trying to build violence.
Both ways. You have the remedy there. You have the remedy there. People are not taking it on, but some people are taking it on. But I remember that what is going on now when they discover some of these funds from those Ikoyi residents.
Yes.
People were quick to point fingers to a certain person, and he took a whole government to court. I think the case is still in court. We're waiting for the outcome. It's wrong, even if it is true, to run to the press and started the hatred there by people in government. And we look upon them as leaders. And when the leaders have failed, most of the hate speeches are driven by these people who are politicians and who are leadership positions.
It's crazy.
Yes.
And
Leadership positions.
it's trickling down to even the normal neighborhoods and offices and
Naturally, you and I know that when you look upon somebody as a leader, like I did with my father, you understand?
Yeah.
Anything he did at that time, to me is correct.
That's
I
right.
want to emulate him. To be a great man he is.
Yeah.
So that is what is happening to our younger generation. When somebody come out and start abusing the president in the public,
He says the president is this, the president is that.
Let me give you a personal.
A race, a whole race, you come and dismiss them on the page in your social media, insult everybody, they are monarch, whatever.
Even teachers do that to the students now. One time my little boy came from school and was telling me about told him the president had done this and done that. And that was the last session. I said, who told you that? He said, his teacher said it. I said, tell your teacher that you don't abuse your president. I said, it's wrong. And I'm sure as I'm his God, he will take my own more than what
Not of the teacher, yes.
That's how you stop his speech.
Beyond our own individual efforts to stop it, there should be a law.
No, that's what I'm saying. The National Assembly, by virtue of Section 39 of the Constitution,
Yeah, to make law for the order and good governance.
for public order.
Yes, there should be a law.
Yes. The National Assembly must hurry. You know,
Or even private practitioners can propose
no, they
a
can,
private
it's
bill.
still the National Assembly. If you take it there and they kill it the next second, you can't do much.
Of course.
Even if you go to court cannot say they should continue.
Make the law, no.
But that is exclusive to them.
Yes.
So it's the National Assembly.
Yeah, but somebody can quicken it.
No, all I'm saying that you
Even if you try it and you die there.
you and I can trigger it by taking a bill there.
Because
Sending
our
a sponsor on our behalf.
the exercise of freedom of expression that we carry out at the social media level is actually defamatory and criminal.
Yes.
That's the conclusion of some people, that it can never be clean.
But have you been able to read some of the social media? I ignore a lot.
I don't read it. I ignore
It's
that.
abusive. Very abusive.
Is there no way the government can check the owners of those sites?
No, they've not made it because of lack of legislation. If there is lack of legislation, you and I can report somebody based on that act.
And I don't understand how it works technically. When you post something on a site or on a page or whatever they call it, is there no way the owners of those sites will know what has been posted?
No, they will know, you know.
And they don't regulate it?
In some foreign countries, they try to remove them within 24 hours. There is a law as making them, compelling them to remove such sites within 24 hours.
Is that law in Nigeria?
No, it's not there. There is no law on hate speech in Nigeria. That's why we're going to exhibit hatred. It's not an institution.
It is indeed an institution.
Hatred is an institution. That's why the whistleblower, government good policy on the whistleblower. People start using it to hunt their brothers and friends.
And they started convicting them. If you say what you don't know, you go back to prison.
And I'm sure that's why the EFCC started arresting false
Blowers.
false blowers. They are doing it for hatred's sake.
Yes.
For hatred's sake, not the money.
Because if you
But
look
they know
at,
there is no money anywhere in it.
if you look at even the mainstream media, most issues are based on either tribe, religion, and maybe I don't know. Some of these personal
Even
things.
if you watch most of this mainstream media, as you said, we don't need to mention it. The anchor takes position before he brings in his guests to discuss the position. And sometimes arguing with them. When you are supposed to be coordinating, moderate. You understand?
Yes.
Yes, that's why I don't listen to most of them.
Of
And
course.
all of them are guilty of it.
Yes.
All of them. Start telling you, will narrate his story about a particular person.
Doesn't make sense.
If you want to be on the other side, leave the media and go on the other side.
Because for me, it seems that those who are clamoring for a law to punish hate speech in Nigeria have my support.
Yes, I think so. We are suggesting that here.
Yes.
We are suggesting that here.
Because my son should grow up to know his neighbor as a Nigerian.
Yes.
Respect him as maybe an Hausa person.
His views are not.
And respect him as a Muslim or as a Christian. Or even as an atheist who doesn't believe in anything.
Or even the so-called the religious bigots. Those who are the champion of hate peace. Do they really believe in God? Because God is love.
Yes.
That's what I was told as a growing child.
Yes.
God is love.
Yeah.
So if you say the other man that God created was bad, he should be killed, he should be done this, is this and that, definitely you are not a God-fearing person.
Well, that's how far time can allow us on this topic. But let's keep the conversation going. Join us at the media, social media addresses on your screen right now, so that we get your own opinion on hate speech and other issues that will be raised in this program. Thank you for coming along.
Thank you.
Please, I'll welcome.
And goodbye.